What is up, y'all? Hope y'all are having a great day out here at Nashville Golf for part 2 of the course management tips, my thought process on the course, shot selections, and why I chose certain clubs. Part 1 was the front 9, finished at even par. This is part 2, going to be the back 9, number 10, par 3, 180 yards. I was a little bit in between clubs right there, but you don't want to be short in that water, and not a lot of green depth right there. Went with a 7-iron, which is roughly my 190 club. Took a little bit off, landed close to pin high. Did spin back a few feet, but all in all, we'll take it. Alrighty, there's where it landed. Spun back to here, roughly 30 feet left. All right, we're in with a par here on 10. That pin location from that distance is a very difficult one. You want to make sure that you're picking the correct club off the tee box, get your number, pick your target, and then swing. Don't sit there and focus on water short, bunker long. There's a lot that can go wrong there. Focus in on your target and then pull the trigger. Number 11, par 4, 417 yards. Fairly straight away. We're going to be aiming at the castle off in the distance. The green kind of sits off back in there. Tee it high, let it fly. We're in good shape right there. 110 yards left to a back left hole location. I don't like swinging full at my wedges or hitting them very high unless I absolutely have to. I want to flight it low, swing smooth and easy. So I'm going to take an extra club, which will be my gap wedge, flight it low, control that distance. We ended up right here, roughly 40 feet left. We did miss it in the proper place though, short right. There's not much green to work with back around that hole location. So if we would have gotten aggressive, trying to fly it all the way back there, missed it long left, leaves us a very difficult up and down for par. However, we still have a birdie look, missing it in the proper place. Tap this in for the par. That's a 4 here on 11. Solid 2-putt right there. Even par through 11 holes. On number 12, par 4, 410 yards. Little dogleg to the right. This hole sets up to my eye. I'm going to hit driver, even though it is a little tighter up there. I'm going to pick a very specific target, kind of on the left side, and let that buttercut fade right on down the middle of the fairway. Great shape right here, middle of the fairway, slightly uphill, 125 yards. We ended up right here, not too bad, pin high, but it was left. I did pull that. Went with pitching wedge. It was slightly uphill and into the wind, but standing over it, I felt like it was a lot of club. What ends up happening for me when I get that thought, should have backed off to start off with. However, I will slow my lower half down, causing my hands to release more and release early, causing that pull. That's what happened there. However, 30 feet left, let's get it up and down. It's a par here on 12. Even par through 12 holes. Pitching wedge back in the fairway might have been the correct club. However, I wasn't committed to the shot. maybe I should have switched clubs, or maybe I should have just backed off, committed, kind of reset, and then started my pre-shot routine again. If you're out on the course, you have indecision, you're standing over the ball, back off, go through your pre-shot routine again, then pull the trigger. Number 13, par 5, 561 yards. Green sits off back in there. We're going to be playing a cut off of that tree right there. We've got a lot of room to the right, so this is a perfect hole for our baby cut. I felt the wind kick up right there before I was about to hit, so I reset, focused on tempo, not getting quick in the transition. When it gets windy and I'm hitting a driver into the fan, I typically get quick in the transition, causing a lot of spin, causing a lot of offline tee shots. So try to focus on tempo right there, and we executed. Good shape right here, 235 yards left, up the hill, into the wind, probably playing 250, should be a full hybrid. Cut that just a little low on the face, so I didn't quite get the height that I was looking for. Looked like it just came up short, kind of caught the lip of the bunker, kick back down into the bunker. Let's get this up and down for bird. As you can see right there, rolled back down, that's what we're looking at. And that's a tweeter here on 13, let's go. And that's what we were looking for right there. Missed it in the proper place, going for that green, easy little bunker shot up the hill, up and down, birdie, moves us to 1 under through 13. Number 14, par 3, 146 yards, slightly into the wind. I'm gonna hit a little 3/4 9 iron, keep it down below the wind. Not a bad shot right there, roughly 20 feet left. Let's roll the rock. Thought that one might break a bit more than it did. However, good speed. That's a par here on 14. Number 15, par 5, 544 yards. Bends off to the left just a little bit. Our aiming point's that tree right there. We had our target right there and made a good swing, played the cut off of that tree. Good shape to go for this green in 2. Wanted to take a minute to say why I pick out specific targets. Aim small, miss small. Pick a very specific target. Don't just hit to an area of the fairway or an area of the green. Your misses will be bigger that way because you actually don't know exactly what you're aiming at. Pick a target, pull the trigger. Good shape right here, 226 yards left to kind of a middle right pin just over that bunker. This is one of the few times that I'm gonna hit a shot very full. We're gonna hit a 5 iron, which is asking a lot from this distance, especially with the cool temperatures, but short is better than long. I thought if I hit that 5 iron as good as I could, it would get there. However, it ended up just short in the bunker, but that was a good miss. That was a calculated miss. 4 iron, if I hit it decent, it's probably gonna take a big bounce on the green, hop in that back bunker, which is a much more difficult bunker shot than the front one. Let's get this up and down. Walking up here, it landed like right here on the edge, kicked all the way to the middle of the bunker. That's what we're faced with. That was a huge up and down for bird. And that pin slammer right there moves us to 2 under through 15 on the number 16, par 4. What's up, guys? We've got some patrons over here and some more over there. They are just taking in the sights this evening. 434 yards, dogleg to the left. Green sits off back in there, and there is water on the other side of this water. Our aiming point is going to be that corner of the house right there. That was not what we're looking for out of driver. Had one of those in the last video on number 5, just a block cut spinny right that doesn't go very far. However, because it doesn't go very far, normally they stay in play. So thankful for that. Let's find it and hit it again. Here's where we are. Just missed the fairway. 165 yards left to a back middle pin. Here's where we ended up. Definitely short, probably 30, 35 feet short. You need to take into account the colder temperatures. It's been much warmer here in Tennessee as of late, and today the temperatures are below 50. I don't know what the current temperature is, but it was cold when I started. I know it was gonna warm up a bit, but when the temperatures get below 50, ball just doesn't compress the same, doesn't fly as far, and I need to take that into account. That's a par here on 16. A little right, but the number looked to be good right there. Drop down in the comments below. Do you have a pre-shot routine? Could you write down on a piece of paper exactly what you do before every shot? If you don't, I would highly encourage you to do so. This will help you become much more consistent on the golf course if you're doing the exact same thing every time. Like I said, a little right. However, that was a much better number right there. Roughly 30 feet left for birdie. Needed to give that one a bit more pace. That was a great line. And that's a par here on 17. We are 2 under par through 17 holes. Birdie here on 18 would be huge. Will put us into the 60s. Always a good day on the course when you're shooting in the 60s. Number 18, par 5, 597 yards. Pretty straight away. Our aiming point is going to be that middle telephone pole. Do you ever struggle lining up to the ball? Your target's way off in the distance and it just doesn't translate to right here at the ball? If that's the case, find like a broken tee, maybe a blade of grass, something that's in line with your target about 3 feet out in front of the ball. That way you can line up much easier with a closer target. Give it a try. Let me know if it helps. I tried to reach back for that one, probably swung at that a little too hard, wanted to give it a rip. Left that one out a bit right. Have a little tree trouble. We're gonna have to lay up here. What I'm thinking is a little stinger around the corner. Well, that was fun right there. Not sure that was quite in course management 101, but if I hit a full good stinger right there, it was gonna leave me with a great number into this pin. So it worked out, had some fun. Let's go knock this wedge close. Good shape right here, 80 yards left, 3/4 lob wedge. And I think we hit that on a really good number. Let's go roll the rock. And that is how we wanted to end it right there. Roughly 10 feet left, great number. The ducks over there, I think, are cheering for that number because we haven't hit many numbers today. We did there. landed with the birdie right there. All right, that's a par here on the last. Hope y'all enjoyed coming along for this two-part series on course management. I hope some of these tips help you next time you get to tee it up. If you have any other questions, drop down in the comments below, let me know. I had so much fun out there, hitting some stingers while here on the last, teeing it high, letting it fly, rolling the rock, finishing at 2 under par. We'll take that. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below, ring that bell, turn them notifications on, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And y'all, until next time, we'll see you when we see you. Peace.